So let's talk about one of my favorite and one of the most useful things in Python, functions. So basically, functions are it can be a wide variety of things. A function can be anything basically. But let me show you the reason you want to use functions. So first off, how do you make a function? Well, the syntax in Python for making a function is define, and then I'll just do function, and then colon. So now you can have anything you want in your code. So like for example, print 1 plus 2. So you could just have a function, and every time you can just use your function like it's a variable. Every time you need it to call the function, you can just call the function. So it's as easy as function, and then bam. And now you have this. So this is just base level function. But what you can do is you can have a lot of stuff. You can do so many things. Like, well, on the base level, you could just have like a for loop for I in range of 10. And you can just have a for loop calling the function so that you don't need to do anything. Like, you can just call the function every time you need to use it. Like, in everyday applications, every time you want to do something, like even a small task, if you want to do it 2 or more times, you should create a function for it. So for example, you can have a function doing whatever you want, such as I don't know, if you could have a function as x is integer input, and then if x is equal to, well, let's just say for example, is even, then print even, and else print odd or not even. So now every time you want to use this function, you just call it. And what I love about this is you can just use your function as a variable, and it's basically like a very complex but awesome variable. So it kind of correlates to a variable. Like every time you need to edit something, then you can just go to the function. And another really cool thing is, in most editors, you can fold the function, and now you have a really compact way of sorting your code. So functions are really nice because you just don't need to write another program every time you want to do something. And for example, if I had multiple functions like define print num, then n is equal to integer is equal to input, and then we just print n. So you can just manage your space really easily with a function. Like every time you just need to do whatever you want, you just call that function. Like, and that's what I love about functions. So yeah, hopefully now that you understand functions as well as I do, you can start making better code.